So much there is to see, my friend. From the city to the shore, grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
Well, g'day, folks. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Humpday Shenanigans. Well, what can I say? Today's rather an auspicious occasion. Today is my son's 29th birthday, and he's busy sitting somewhere over there in the UK having, well, he went to work today, and straight after work, he's going to go with his mates to the local pub and have a birthday surprise. But anyway, there we go. It is what it is. Who's in first? Nick. G'day, Nick. He believes he leaves for Europe in exactly 1 month. Good on you, mate. Joe is saying g'day, and I'm saying g'day to everybody else out there. I know there's a bucket load of you in the chat because it tells me on my computer there's a bucket load of people in the chat. But yeah. Everybody got to say something at some point. Anyway, folks, Wednesday. What have you got today? What have you got planned for Hump Day? The Hump Day Shenanigans. I mean, you guys over in the U.S. have celebrated St. Patrick's Day on Monday. We've celebrated Monday and Tuesday. That was work. Hump Day, which is going to be a great day. G'day there, Pete. Welcome aboard. Hump Day. G'day. Happy Hump Day, everyone. And hi, Shaun. Thank you, Pete. How are you, mate? I hope your day was good. We had great weather today. 34 degrees was what we were up to. I don't know what you were like on site, but there we go, 34 degrees. And then we had, well, it's currently sitting on 28 right now, which is a fairly warm evening, which tells me maybe tomorrow might be a bit warm. I've been hearing the cicadas going on out there making their noise, and every time I hear the cicadas, it tells me tomorrow is going to be a warm day. Peter's saying beautiful day today. That's great, mate. I'm really glad you had a good day. Bit of news with regard to HH4C. I had an appointment with a solicitor today, which was beneficial for our charity. I'm just getting a couple of things happening and get some paperwork to them, which I've already sent off. And truth of the matter is they'll be able to assist us, so it's not long before we have charity status, well, hopefully charity status down under, so we can collect some money so we can get some people on board cruise ships. G'day, Marjorie. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Okay, so like I say, it's been a good day because we've got lots of good info, and really the potential is huge. Once we start developing that, once we get our charity status, then we're just going to kick butt, because the Ducks cruise has been approved as a helping hands for cruising group cruise by the board. So we've got some exciting stuff happening. In fact, let me share my vision, if I may. We're developing, okay, so Helping Hands for Cruising is already established, working well in the US. We have our 501c3. In Australia, we're busy working on getting the HH4C approvals, and once done, that will be up and running. We will need to organise a board to run that side of things, and everything will be great. We'll be developing into Canada as well. Canada will have their own HH4C version, and they'll have a board as well, and everything should be honky dory from that side. We're then looking at expanding into the UK and Europe. Hopefully, we will be fortunate enough to get everything up and set. Once that's all in motion, man, just you wait, because we'll be working on the same principle that the say World Vision or Red Cross, any of those. It'll be just so beneficial. The number of people we'll be able to assist will be huge, and we'll be that much closer to my 100,000 person goal. Um, Pete saying good day to Joe. Joe saying good day to Pete and Marjorie. I've got Joe saying it seems you can get a 501c3 status quicker that you can get charity status in Australia. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what happened. It was like that. Joe's gone in and hit in the hashtag duck. Guess what Joe got? A Nightbot stream to say connect. Please connect. Amy is at Station Pier looking at Adventure and Encounter. Oh my God. The old Golden Princess, and I think it was the Island Princess is the other one, I think. Ex-P&O now heading across to being Carnival Adventure and Carnival Encounters. So there we go. Nightbot has come up with the Helping Hands for Cruising.org website. So thank you to that, Nightbot. And Joe, Marjorie saying good day to Joe. Joe is saying, please use the hashtag duck to share out your link with the chat. The duck must be in lowercase. Thank you, Joe, for bringing up the Helping Hands for Cruising.org website and also the fundraiser. I'll talk about the fundraiser shortly. And of course, he's done it from all channels. I can see that. That's awesome. And Peter is saying, sad to see P&O gone now officially. Mate, you know what? Actually, P&O Australia is gone. But P&O is still there because you can travel on P&O ships. They still have them. The Iona and the other ones sailing out of the UK. Yes, unfortunately, P&O Australia is gone as a brand. But you know what? I reckon it may come back later on. You watch. You'll see. You'll see how it goes. Joe, that's cool, mate. You're putting it out there. So the more you put it out there, the more people are having a go, which is great. So the sad thing, though, is we're now down to Carnival only. And because we're down to Carnival only all year round, just watch the prices. I reckon they're going to hike. Because what do you do with a monopoly? Nick is going to the eye doctor today to get his yearly examination. He took the day off. Mate, you must be really exhausted because I know that when you work, you put in overtime plus overtime plus overtime so that you can get your long time travel. So I hope everything goes well with your eyes today. Mum's busy staring at the possibility in the near future that she will not be allowed to drive anymore because her eyesight is failing. She's got what do they call it? When you start losing vision from the middle of the eye and it pans out. What do they call it? Joe will tell me because he always does. Pete is saying, that's what I'm worried about, Shaun. Price is going up. We need more ships. We need more ships, but we need more cruise lines. That's what we need. Not just the ships. the cruise lines too. Like, I wouldn't mind if, say, NCL and say Princess ran all year round, or Royal ran all year round. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Macular degeneration. Told you Joe would help me out. It is. I've had a long day today, folks. Early start, full classes, all these appointments. My head is just full, and Joe steps to my aid every time. Nick is saying Zy Doctor lives on his postal route, so he sees her house every day. Well, if you can see her house every day, then your vision is good. So why do you need to go to your doctor? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so Nightbot stepped in to say, welcome to brunch, which should be hump day with the Down Under cruisers. Please support the channel so that we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. And yes, so the good news is, if everything all pans out, we'll be able to collect the funds. And if we think about it, there'll be some exciting opportunities for Aussies to actually donate and get some benefits by doing the donations. So there we go. Yeah, just get in there, put your stuff up and get in there. Have some fun. Join the crew. Joe is saying has to go to the chiropractor tomorrow. He's getting his back checked and tuned. Mate, if the chiropractor got a hold of me, you would hear the cracks all the way from Dubbo to Melbourne. Tell you what. Anyway, it is what it is. Ah, needed that to wet my whistle. It's not wet enough. Oh well, we'll get there. I used to be able to do it quite well. I'm just not getting refurb. Anyway, bit of a bit of up and down news for us this week. Yes, it's my son's birthday today. I actually want to wish his mother happy Labor Day. I sent her a message to say happy Labor Day. She got it because I say it every year. And it is for all you women that have your kids and the kids are having a birthday. Everybody's going happy birthday to the kid. It's not the kid, it's mum. Happy Labor Day to you, mums. Joe is saying his is L4, L5 lumbar vertebrae. It is interesting. He has a midwife, a long COVID GP, and 3 psychologists in his practice along with himself. That's interesting, you know. Thank you, Pete. He's an old man now. He's 29, so he can make his own decisions. And he's doing well. He's having fun. He's seeing the world, and then he will come home, we hope. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. Thank you for those wishes. Yeah, so that's the only downside is not being able to see him for his birthday. But then again, it is what it is. So P&O's gone. Carnival gets 2 more ships. Princess is coming down. Well, they're finishing off their season, sailing back up to Seattle and so forth. NCL is doing their round the world cruise trips. We've got Norwegian. Well, that's Norwegian. We've got Royal doing the Ovation of the Seas is busy sailing around and will head back to the other side of the Pacific fairly shortly. I don't think any of the other cruise lines are going to keep any ships going around Australia the whole year other than Carnival. It's going to be interesting. And I think that Carnival are going to have to be spending a lot more cruises up north. And I agree. Why can't we have MSC here? It's true. I don't know why MSC doesn't come down. I think I think they come down only for sort of like a round the world trip or whatever, but it's not something that they do permanently. Joe's also wondered. I've seen both NCL and MSC have both sent ships down sort of ad hoc, like it's been every now and then, but it hasn't been a current trip around. Also, some of the more higher priced, like the Ponant or the Seven Seas, they've been spending some time here for a season, but now I think they're going to start heading back sort of end of this month, start of next month. So yeah, we'll be losing them for a little while. And next thing for us is this big beast behind us. I'm trying to hold off as long as I can before I have to show the video. But I tell you what, we're so looking forward to that ship. It's going to be unbelievable. Pete is saying that the Magnifica was here yesterday from a world voyage, but still send us a season with one. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's the thing is they're doing round the world trips. They're not doing round the area, which is a real shame. Maybe they can't. I don't know. Because we insist that they go with AUD whenever they do cruise out of Australia. So any cruise ship going out of Australia is expected to go with AUD as its base currency. But I think for them it might be a bit much for them to actually change it out. Nick is saying, I know your birthday and Ilana's birthday is next month. That's correct, as well as our wedding anniversary and a few other bits. Now, Pete, I've got you here. Amy is planning to go into Sydney next week. Question: why? And you know something about it. So I'm asking you, why? Oh, sorry, let me do it the right way. There we go, question mark. She spilled some beans yesterday, so I'm putting the question out there. Why? Anyway. All right, I better get this on before Ross wakes up and points out that I haven't put anything on. Pete's got that sneaky smile on his face. He knows. First of all, Nick, April 8th will mark the 6-year anniversary of his first trip overseas. This past January, he also completed his 30th flight and only took his first flight in May 2016. There we go. Pete has got that sneaky look on his face like, yeah, I know, but I shouldn't know. Nick is saying he made a connection from Minneapolis to London he makes the connection from Minneapolis to London next month at Chicago O'Hare, and I'll have to wave to Ross. Yep, that's right, because Ross is not that far away from O'Hare. And Peter's having a giggle there, to be announced shortly. Oh, come on, you're not pregnant again. I'm not talking about Amy, I'm talking about you. Anyway, here we go.
ultimate tribute to Foreigner and Journey.
You're as cold as ice.
Bringing you back to all the eras of both Foreigner and Journey's career. Rocking the biggest hits and fan favorites with a high-energy authenticity of two of the world's most iconic bands. Foreign Journey, one of the most popular tribute acts, rock with an incredible high-energy stage show all night long. A show not to be missed.
Man, that was awesome. That I remember that photo that was taken. That was right on the stairs of the Carnival Horizon, and it was awesome. For those that are in the chat that remember, we had an amazing time, and we had Cookie as our cruise director. He was absolutely brilliant. In fact, I saw Cookie today on Coach Cruise's channel, and that was awesome to see him. And just he hasn't changed; he's still the same. There we go. Anyway, Pete is having a giggle at me. Ha ha. To be announced shortly. Seriously. And then Joe's going, it's like he knows, but he's not letting on. Yeah, he knows. He knows. Anyway, Joe's got to go get tires on the car tomorrow or Friday. Mum wants to do it Friday, but he's going to convince her to do it tomorrow. Yeah, much safer the sooner you get it done rather than later. Yeah, so that's going to be one incredible cruise, and I think we're really looking forward to meeting up with all the people beforehand. Anyway, I do know, but she's going to reveal Friday, mate. For you to get me that interested would have to be something extremely huge and big. Anyway. It would have to be, because if it isn't, I'm going to get upset. So it's got to be worth it. Joe's going, next on the list is a service and registration inspection. Why do you need a rego inspection? Are you re-registering the vehicle? Because for us, it's just simply pay your rego and you're done. Anyway, of course, being serviceable and making sure that everything works is the important bit. All right, so I believe that Captain Kate has now moved on to another cruise line. Captain Kate from Celebrity, she's moved on, and from what I was reading earlier on in Cruise Critics, she's moved on to Seven Seas. And I wish her all the luck. She's going to have to do some amazing things there. It's a luxury cruise line. It's a luxury cruise ship. In fact, it's just being built right now at the Fincantieri shipbuilders. And it is apparently, it holds somewhere in the vicinity of 120 passengers, and they've got something like a 1-to-1 ratio on every so staff to passengers would be almost a 1-to-1 ratio. So I reckon that's a pretty expensive cruise, and you know what, it almost strikes me as being a very oversized yacht. Joe is saying, don't forget, in New South Wales they have to have a yearly inspection every year after new cars are 5 years old. Well, okay, so if the car goes over 5 years, you've got to start getting yearly inspections. Wow, that sucks. Have you seen the prices of the ship is going on? Which ship are we talking about there, Pete? Are you talking about the one that she's going on? Man, that's an expensive ship, to be honest, but it is a beautiful ship. Having a look at it. G'day, Jonesy. How you going? Not here. Joe, exactly. Yeah. So, okay. So, just as a recap for Jonesy, how you going, mate? Yeah, I did see the pricing on it. It is ridiculous, to be honest. It's incredible. But then again, it's being catered to the elite. So there you go. Joe is saying, but our state is awesome. Dad used to see cars come into his workshop from Victoria that should not be registered. Well, it depends on whose palm you greased. Jonesy, only when the police give you a bluey do you have 4 weeks to get it fixed. Well, that's Tassie. Okay, so the ship that she's got is absolutely incredible. But I think, you know what? So let me go back. For Jonesy's benefit, I did have an appointment with a lawyer today, and things are definitely underway to get us some charity status because I've already half done all the work. We just got to complete it. So there we go. That's the info. And we'll once that's on board, there'll be some exciting benefits of how we're going to organize things and get things sorted so we can get the cruise underway. Everything up and running. Okay, so now there is another cruise. We've got the video for it, and it's just got to go to the board. But there is another cruise that's coming up in April, and that is the cruise that's not next month, but next year, April 2026. And in that cruise, they will be talking. There will be Gabby and her family on board that cruise. Gabby is our 5th recipient. She will have the most amazing time because I know the people that are going on the cruise with her, and it's going to be an absolute ball. So there we go. Joe is saying, Jonesy, we have 2 levels of defect, yellow and red. Yellow can be driven for X number of days to get the repairs done. Red is an immediate grounding and call a tow truck. Yeah, we're not that different here. We also have self-clearing defects as well. Yeah, how do you do that? You clear a defect here, you get into trouble. Peter says he has to get kids to bed. Good night, everyone. Mate, thank you very much. Tell that wife of yours to hurry up and give us the news. But you have a great night, and say good day to Alira for me. See you, Pete, from Joe, and Jonesy is saying good night to Pete. So there we go. All right. So, okay. There's been an update to this particular video. I need to make it a bit different as well. So here we go. Let's have a look at this one. An opportunity to come down under.
We invite you to our 6-night Great Barrier Reef getaway cruise, December 29th, 2026.
You're Ilana.
You're Shaun.
And together we are the Down Under Cruisers. Come and join us, folks. Here's our cruise.
I'd love to see you.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea. Hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Now the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Adventures wait around, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow. Now the land, it sings to me, with a tune as wild as sea. Hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow.
That's going to be one incredible cruise, let me tell you. We're going to be having lots of fun. I know Joe is going to be beside himself, which is rather difficult because Joe's a lot taller than me and he's also bigger than me. So how he can be beside himself, I don't know. But anyway, Joe will be beside himself. All right, we're getting a lesson here. A self-clearing defect is only used on yellow labels. Once the repairs are completed, the defect will self-clear. You got it all wrong. A self-clearing defect here is somebody scrapes the tag off and then, the cops catch up with you later on. Jones is saying that there's a Logie nominated for the best YouTube sales pitch. Stay home. Yeah, you know what? You're almost right. We didn't quite win it. Some other person won it. Anyway, Joe is going, red grounded defects can't self-clear, so they need to be inspected. Okay. Jonesy is saying that he got his Jeep service today, just saying. What did that set you back, mate? Or did you do it yourself? Now, that's another exciting question. Did you do it yourself? All right. Moving right along. What else can I say? Jonesy's got that YouTube stuff going ahead there. YouTube. Yeah, well, the more YouTube you do, the better it is. Jonesy says it cost him $525. Mate, that's still cheaper than me getting my van done. I got my van done and there was some stuff to be done on warranty. It cost me $780. But then again, it's my van. And if I keep it going, it'll last me a year and a bit. And then I've got to do it all over again, pay another 700 and something, which will be like 300 extra because of the increase in costs and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, let's get back to cruising. Now, I was actually looking at. There's quite a few people out there. Um, People like not Travel to a Taste. Let's Go Travel Tips. Gordon and Allison. They've been doing a bucket load of cruising recently on the Love Boat and a few other um, Love Boat and also the um, couple of other princess ships. So some of the newer ones, they've gone on a couple of inaugurals. Those guys have a good life. It's all great. Anyway, Jonesy, the van is an LDV G10. That's my van. It's good. It's the right size for what I need. Joe is saying his brother has a Ford Ranger PX2 XLS. He had cap price servicing if he serviced the ute at a Ford dealer. He thinks his servicing was capped at $325 each service. That's a fair bit. Thank you, Joe. The LDV G10 Plus diesel. That's correct. How does it go? I'll tell you what. It's automatic. My only fault with it is if you're rolling and you put your foot on the accelerator, the gearbox takes a bit of time to actually connect and give you power to the wheels. But other than that, it goes okay. It's a truck. What can I say? It does. It's there. It's designed to be a utility vehicle, so it does its job. I guess you could also use it as you could use it as a camping vehicle if you wanted. There's enough space, but then you've got to do some mods to get kitchens in. I've actually got a tow bar on it, so if we wanted to, we could turn the back into sleep area and um, get a trailer to put kitchens and all that sort of stuff on if we wanted. Joe is saying that's what it costs if you're using the genuine Ford filters and oil. And Joe is saying, Jonesy is saying he's thinking of getting a van. Mate, you know what? It's a van. It does what it goes. It's got the mod cons. It's relatively cheap. I paid 30 grand for it, and it's big enough. The only challenge I have is finding a parking space for it, but it's under the 2 meter height, which makes it easy for you to get in and out of spaces here. So there you go. Those are the things that I look at. I could have got something higher, but then I would have been limited severely. So yeah, for the money, it's okay. It's a diesel, and it's relatively economical as well. So there you go. Joe is saying you definitely cannot go wrong with the G10. They're a good van and very safe. Wonder why the live chat is not showing on the TV today. I don't know, mate. It should be. If I'm going out on two computers and it's picking it up. So I don't know why you have an issue. Maybe you haven't set the live chat up properly. I don't know. Unless you're using Facebook, that might be an issue. Joe is saying the best part of the gearbox is a ZF 8 HP series to 8-speed auto. Yeah, it is. It's an 8-speed auto, and I can actually use the paddles on it. But coming from a manual drive, I get a little bit frustrated. Jonesy is saying he's seeing it on the phone but not on the TV. I don't know. Maybe your TV is not connected to your internet, or there's something wrong with your connection, but you should be able to see it. If you can see it on anything else, you should be able to see it on your TV. Unless somebody up there is saying Jonesy, you've got to get your eyes checked. Just saying. Oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, so we're having some exciting times coming up, especially with the rock and roll coming up. It's on at the end of the year. Ships are starting to leave Melbourne now, head back home, or head back across the Pacific. That's a cruise I do want to do at some point, is do the Trans-Pacific. It's 22 days, I know, but it's 22 days and then, well, it's either fly there and then come back or go from here and fly back. I know what I'd rather do. I'd rather travel out and bring the ship in, because here's the way I look at it. If I'm doing anything on the ship over time, like we're going out and we're doing an excursion somewhere and we're bringing up stuff, I reckon it would be a damn sight easier for us to get things, our excess stuff, off the ship and back home than it would be to try and fly it with the excess baggage. A lot cheaper anyway. Joe is saying that Aveco also used the ZF 8-speed auto in the daily Highmatic. Highmatic is the Aveco speak for the full fluid automatic gearbox. Yep. Mrs. Jonesy really likes reading the text. Chat on the TV, it normally works, but not today. I don't know, mate. I'm sorry, I can't help you there. At least not right now, anyway. Yeah. Unless if you try and do it through, say, the Down Under cruises, maybe you're going through Facebook or something. If you try and watch it through YouTube on the Down Under cruises, or if not the Down Unders, through Helping Hands, look at that and see what you've got. Right now, I've got some watching on each side, so that's what gives us the numbers today. So there you go. So maybe it's just which side you're actually watching it on. Try the other channel. All right. Well, I don't have a lot more to say, other than that. Tried on that, but no luck. I'm sorry, mate. Sorry, Matt. It's nice to know that Mrs. Jonesy is actually watching. But yeah, hey, that's cool. Yeah, like I said, I don't have much more to say right now. There's still things afoot going on that we're organising, and each week we'll keep you updated. We've currently got 47 cabins sold for the Rock and Roll Tribute. I mean, it's just going to be an amazing cruise, really. And anybody who's coming along is going to have an absolute blast. We expect the meetup to be the piece de resistance, because with the meetup, there's going to be a whole lot more people there than will be on the cruise, because some people will not be able to make it on the cruise. So we'll have people like, I believe, Mike Donovan will be on there. We'll have at the meetup. We'll have James Catanese and his lovely wife Cindy will be at the meetup. I'm hoping that the lovely Meg and Sir Paul Vines will be at the meetup, because they, of course, need to have a big old hug. So we'll see how we go. Jonesy's saying that we're on the 100-inch TV, larger than life. Mate, if I was larger than life, God, I'd take one look at that size TV and I would freak at my picture. Right? Can you imagine? I mean, I can barely handle myself as is in true life, but now you're going to have me 100 inches in size. Seriously. Joe is saying he's hoping the meetup in Brisbane is going to be good. Well, Joe, for your info, there's a young lady that popped into the chat yesterday. She and her 3 sons will be joining us on board the cruise. So hopefully, and as time goes by, we'll be putting in meetups and all that sort of stuff on board the Ducks group cruise. So it'll be amazing. We'll get a whole heap of people coming along, and that'll be nice. Just what we want, right? Just what we want. We're also planning to look at the possibility of doing some trips down towards the Gold Coast so that we can have a look at. So we're trying to do the Sunshine Coast, the Gold Coast, and also well, Joe, you know who it is because I asked you if you knew them. So we're also looking at some of the theme parks if possible. Definitely doing the Australia Zoo because I've never been, so it'll be an opportunity to go. At any rate, it's going to be a great time. We're going to have great fun on board that cruise. And the best part of it all is New Year's Eve on chat. So there we go. The chat just started popping on the TV. It's working again. What did you do? Turn it off and on or press the right button? Or did it go on a hiatus or a low hiatus? Anyway, okay. So with that in mind, folks, me neither. It should be fun. It's not. It should be. It will be. Let me tell you. We're just gonna have a great time. See if we can get in a couple of days before and see what we can organise. So many things to get organised between now and then. Mate, I've got to pack my Ziploc bag. You know, once we go on the rock and roll tribute cruise and come back, I've got to repack my Ziploc bag, and there we go. That'll take ages. Now, don't know about you folks, but I'm going to actually call it quits fairly soon because we'll want to go over to watch young Mr. Jimmy at the Astute Tourist. He's going to be coming on at 9 p.m. Melbourne time, which is 6 a.m. Eastern time in the U.S. And I'm going to stir him a bit because what will happen is as of April the 6th, when we go into daylight saving time, we come out of daylight saving time, 8 p.m. Melbourne time will be 6 a.m. Eastern, so we'll be doing everything. We'll be doing live streams together, so I'll just jump on and do the same live stream. That'll be awesome. Joe is saying him neither. It should be fun. It will be. Jonesy's been to Australia Zoo 3 times. Joe is saying there's so many things to get organised between now and then. Yep. Joe's also saying once he finished paying off the cruise, he can then get his new vlogging camera at $699. That'll be nice. I just vlog with this. It's good enough. Yes, it's an Apple. Who cares? It does its job. It's good enough for me. Oh, yeah, and I got a GoPro 10 as well. GoPro 10, GoPro 9. I got a GoPro. What is this? It's a 9. It does the job as well. So I'm happy. Plus, I've got my multi-million batteries everywhere. So there we go. I'm happy. It does its job. Anyway, folks, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it quits. We're going to head over to Jimmy's for a little later on. So I'm wishing you all the best hump day. Excuse me, Jonesy. GoPro 11. Sorry, mate. I'm going to go over to the Astute Tourist. Hashtag Ducks Raid when you pop on in. So that'll be awesome. And guys, we'll catch you around the traps. Have an awesome day today for those on their side of the other side of the pond. Those on our side of the pond, have a fantastic day, a fantastic night. And, yep, everything should be honky-dory. Jonesy's after a 12. Mate, just friggin' wait. Let the 11 die. Then we can get the 12. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so with that in mind, catch you over at the Astute Tourist, and we'll have some fun. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder. Morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free.